Alright, boys and girls, I've got the Manticore out here with the latest version. You know, the latest version's been out for a while. Okay. Got the M8 call on this machine. Now, some people could be confused, misled by the way these programs are named on this machine. You know, it has a fast program. You know, that old JS2 has a fast program. And, you know, and this thing has an all-terrain low conductors program on it. And I watched a video this morning of a gentleman, I won't say who, but people watching that video, you know, I'm going to show you something here, okay? Sharpshooter shares data. Anytime I get a multi-frequency metal detector in my hands, what's one of the first things those sharpshooter does with it? I'll show you. I'll actually reverse these, but this right here will tell us something. A clad dime squarely placed on top of a nickel. What does that tell us, generally, with a multi-frequency detector? Now remember, most companies don't volunteer information. They sort of, in the owner's manual, they tell you, you know, the generalized, you know, the use of the machine. Okay? We're only going to look at 2 programs in this detector. Well, actually, we'll look at 3. Okay, this is all-terrain low conductors, okay? You see that meter reading in that detector? 31. The fast program. You see that meter reading in that detector? 44. All-terrain high conductors. You see that meter reading in that detector. Now, that's not the ID of a dime in that meter. So what does this tell the old sharpshooter when he does this? Well, based on what I'm getting for ID on that scenario right there, this is telling me the all-terrain low conductors is weighted for higher frequency. It gives lower ID on that setup. Notice what the all-terrain high conductors did, and notice what the fast program did. So some people buying this machine, you know, oh, they read about DS Fast, and, you know, DS1 had a fast program on it too. You know, people used it in the iron. So, question, is the fast program on the Manticore the best program to be using in the iron necessarily? Okay, well, let's just do this little test right here. Now, this is only one test, and this video is not to suggest a fast program can't find stuff in iron, okay? Now, these 2 programs that we're going to see here, all-terrain low conductors, they're set up with identical upper variance limits of 9. Okay? Speed 6. The only exception here, the all-terrain low conductors has a stabilizer dialed in at 8. But this is on top of the ground, just remember that. See it there? And the fast program has no stabilizer. We're in the fast program currently. Right now, same exact speed of 6. See that nickel there? What happens here? Let's see. I'm going to slow the sweep down, speed the sweep up. They're both in-depth audio, simple tone selected, faster sweep. Okay, changing to all-terrain low conductors. Faster sweep, what do you hear in that detector? You hear that? That would suggest to me that nickel there would be easier to find using the all-terrain low conductors, wouldn't it? You hear that? There's about 4 inches of call height with a fairly fast sweep. Fast program. we don't get the same audio, do we? Could that be because the all-terrain low conductors is weighted to higher frequency, as that test suggests? Therefore, it has an advantage there. Now remember, I've got this, I don't know if it's going to make any difference, you know, since this is not in the ground, but I have the stabilizer on this all-terrain low conductor dialed to 8. I'll reduce it to 0. Now the machine, the programs are set up in the window the same. All-terrain low conductors again without stabilizer. So we're hearing that target fast program with a similar coil height and sweep. See what happens? Slow sweep. Slow sweep, the fast program seems to hit it. Speed to sweep up though. Here's all-terrain low conductors. You hear that? Slow sweep, faster sweep. Okay? I just shared data, folks. I don't make the detectors, okay? If I was going to hunt a high iron site, would I go into it with this machine running the fast program and deem it Manticore M8 call dead for non-ferrous targets? The answer is no. I would have to run the all-terrain low conductors based on what I'm seeing right here, okay? And what I'm seeing right here. I hope everybody finds this video helpful.